I'm Dr. Christian Conte, and in this video, I'm going to give you 5 keys on how to control your anger. I run a website called drchristianconte.com, which is all about emotional management. Because at the end of the day, we all experience emotions, and we all certainly, at some points in our lives, experience anger. And to me, anger management is something that we all could benefit from. And anger management is so much more than just dealing with anger, it's dealing with the emotions that surround anger. Look, I've posted some videos on YouTube before, but I've never really done it consistently. This video marks the first in a series of videos that I'm about to do on a regular basis. So if you like some of the information in this video, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to this channel. If you have questions, put them in the comment section. I'm going to go through them and I'm going to try to answer them each week on different videos. So let's come to these 5 keys to controlling your anger, okay? Because let's face facts, all right? All of us have anger, and there are ways to deal with it in a more effective way. When you think about the world today, you think about how many people are exploding out of anger, how many people are losing control and hurting other people. It's unacceptable. All of us, we're challenged to have the discipline to handle our anger well. So I want to give you that. Look, I say we all have issues. If you're alive right now, you have issues. But that's okay, because so do I. Like, do I look like a person who's never been angry? Of course I've been angry. I just know how to deal with it. I still get angry. But the difference is knowing how to handle that anger well. So sure, anger is going to come up for you, but follow these 5 keys, and I'm telling you, you'll handle it in a much more effective way. So here they are. The first key is this: don't be attached. Now, think about this. Our egos, they have us wanting to be right in all situations. Think about the last time you've been in an argument with someone or a disagreement. Like, you, instead of being open to learning, which we all would say, we'd all say, hey, look, oh, I'm open to learning. Oh, yeah, now I have a lot more to learn in my life. I can learn a lot more. Most people would say that, right? But then when it comes to an argument or disagreement, all of a sudden it's like, hey, my ego's right. I'm defending myself to the end. And we become very attached. So I've talked about attachment in this way before. I've talked about it as this. Let's say that these are all my ideas, and I put my ideas here and I hold on to my ideas. If you disagree with my ideas and I'm attached to my ideas, I get really upset. Like, I think, wow, how dare you disagree with who I am? But if I take my ideas and I set them down over here and you disagree with my ideas, I can recognize, hey, you're not disagreeing with the essence of who I am, you're just disagreeing with some of my ideas. So not being attached helps us in a beyond significant way, because I realize it leads to the very second key to what I want to tell you about, which is don't take things personally. Look, how many times have you allowed your anger to just swell up and grow because you've taken things personally? One fact, as I said at the beginning, is we all have issues, right? We all have things that are going on in our lives. And the problem happens when we start to take other people's issues personally. Now, a lot of times people will say, well, what if I'm saying something directly, what if someone's saying directly at me? Then I say, it is about me, it is personal. And I say, no, it's not. It's not personal. Look, in the comment section below of this video, you will see lots of questions emerge there'll be positive things, people will say, you know, they'll say appreciative things, but there will definitely be people who just lash out and just say mean things. I'm not going to take that personally. It's not about me. If you don't even know me, how can it possibly be about me? It's about you, right? And when it comes to people saying mean things and lashing out at you, it's not about you, it's about them. And when you learn that, when you really get that, because I have a sense that a lot of people understand that here, but then understanding it here is a lot different. But when you can learn to not take things personally, it's one of the greatest gifts you ever give yourself. And that's why it's one of the 5, to me, most practical keys to managing your anger well. So the third key to handling anger well and to controlling your anger is learning when to let things go. All too often, people have such a hard time letting things go. And why is that so hard for us? Why is it so hard? Because again, I believe that it comes back to our egos, right? So we want to have things go our way. So we say, well, I'm going to put myself out there, and when I put myself out there, here's what's going to happen. And we become attached to our view. And until we learn to let go of needing things to be our way, then we crumble when things don't go our way. So letting go of needing things to go your way is a really important key to handling your anger well. And you say, well, I never get anything to go my way. Things never go my way. And that's important to understand and not use extreme language. Because all too often we say, never, always, can't stand it. And those words drive anger even bigger. So learning to let go of needing things to go your way is huge, right? Letting go is a powerful, powerful step. The fourth key is this: being aware of what's going on in your body. Oh, I call it being mindful of what's going on in your body. In other words, this: if I say to you, how many times in your life have you snapped at someone when really you were hungry? Just about everybody watching is going to be like, oh, okay, that was me, I did it. If I say to you, how many of you have been angry with someone else because you were really just overly tired? I'm saying the majority of people watching this video are going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess I can think back to a time when I was arguing, but really I was just overly tired. If I say to you, think about it, you were in a situation where you were stressed out and you snapped at somebody, right? All of these things happen to us: hunger, fatigue, being stressed, even something as simple as being overly heated. It can agitate us. And when we're not aware of what's going on in our body, we start to make up a story. Right? So we get hungry, and now we start to say, I feel agitated, so because I feel agitated, I must be upset about this. And then we make up whatever story, and then we get really upset about it. Whereas, if we were well fed at the time, we probably wouldn't have gotten so upset about the same thing. So it's really important to be mindful about what's going on inside your body. The more mindful you are, the more aware you are, then you can get to the fifth key. And for me, the fifth key it's simple, but it's simple to understand, but it's really hard to practice. And that's learning how to say what's really going on with you. Listen to that. Learning how to say what's really going on with you. In other words, if I'm hungry, I can say, instead of snapping at my wife, I can say, you know what, honey, I'm just really hungry right now. Now is not a great time to have that conversation because I'm so hungry. Just let me grab some food here real quick, and then we can sit down and talk about it. Or, I've written about this a lot on my website. My website, drchristianconte.com, check it out. I've written about this a lot, which is, there's an old adage that says, never go to bed angry. And I think that's silly, and I think it's outdated, because if the only reason why you're arguing with your loved one is because you're both overly tired, or one of you's overly tired, then by all means, go to sleep, go to bed angry. When you wake up in the morning and you're well rested, the odds are, listen, if you want to keep fighting, but the odds are you're probably not going to want to. So being mindful of what's going on in your body and then expressing it accurately. And so many people throughout the country, like I go all over and speak throughout the country, I get to interact with thousands of people. And so many people will say, it sounds so simple, but why is it so hard? And I believe it's so hard for most people because we've gotten into these behavioral patterns of just not learning to express what's going on with us. So once you start to do it, and believe me, every technique I'm talking about, these 5 keys to controlling anger, you can, as soon as you're done with this video, turn this video off and then start practicing it and watch what happens. In other words, if you're feeling a certain way, let's say you're feeling anxious, instead of lashing out at anger, say that, try it. Just try saying it. You know what? I'm really sorry, but I kind of feel really anxious right now, and I think it's making me feel a little agitated, and I feel a little angry. I don't think it's about you, I think it's about me, and let me deal with that for a little bit. And see, the more you learn to express that accurately, the more effectively you control your anger. These 5 keys to controlling your anger management, trust me, I'm telling you, these are really important things. So try them. I'm going to start posting videos more regularly. So any questions that you have, leave a question in the comment section. I appreciate it. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit like, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Then you'll have updates and you'll know whenever there are going to be new videos posted. Listen, we all have issues. We all have anger, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to be easy on ourselves as we're learning. What I taught you today, or what I expressed today, whether it was a review for you or not, what I expressed today in this video, maybe you got it here, but we've got to work on practicing it here. I wish you all much peace. For more information on me or the emotional management that I teach, visit drchristianconte.com.